emotional intelligence is currently a word that I think a lot of people are talking about. So, what do you think emotional intelligence is at its very core?
Yes, this whole thing started somewhere, I think, if I remember correctly, around 73, 75.
Right.
Daniel Goleman was he's known as the father of emotional intelligence.
Okay.
Now, when you talk about him, what he realized was everybody was being tested and considered at IQ level.
Right.
Now, an intelligent quotient, how intelligent are you? How more can you do things? But in his studies and his research, he found first is you need the skills to do a job.
Right.
So you need a certain level of intelligence or certain level of mind for any type of work you do.
Right.
Like now you are, going through this engineering process.
Right.
You are becoming an engineer.
Yeah.
As an engineer, you need to have the core skills of analytical thinking, of understanding how things happen, of learning how to code, and all those things are necessary.
Yeah.
Now, having this skill, you get into a job. First is you need the skill to get into the job.
Yeah.
But now, how do you use this skill in the environment you are in? You have to be part of a team. You have to be part of a work environment. There are certain conditions there. There are certain freedoms given. Now, that is where your emotions come in. When you are working in, emotions are part of us. You cannot, remove a human being out of emotions. We are not computers.
Yeah.
So, we are emotional beings. Let's take that as a given. We are emotional beings. Now, when I am an emotional being, I will face certain challenges in the environment I am working.
Right.
So, one, I need the skill which is necessary to do the job. Now, whether I am at home or I am at work, both places I need a skill. Yeah. Even in a relationship, I need the skill to handle the relationship. Now comes the emotions part. If something is not as per what I do, I want, my desire, let us say, certain emotions are going to come up. Sometimes workload is so high for me, time constraints may be there. Now I get emotional about the whole. How do I handle my emotions? How do I, if there's a necessity for me to stay calm, even despite failure, how do I do that? Now, if I am a person who gets frustrated very fast, irritated very fast, now, I may have the skill and I can't be a member of the team. One of my members of my team may be working slow. One of the members of my team may be having some other issues because of which they can't give in their 100%. How do I deal with that? Now, that's where I need my emotional quotient. That is where emotional intelligence comes. Emotional intelligence basically has 4 parts. Understanding your own emotions, managing your own emotions, understanding the emotions of the others, and managing social or their emotions. So basically what I am saying is, you should understand what makes you happy, what makes you sad. And then you should be able to handle yourself. Second, suppose I am using some words. Suppose I was to call you something every day which you don't like. I say, you are good for nothing. Now, I mean, it's just a sentence I'm using. Maybe it's just that I use it with everybody. But maybe that hurts you. I should understand it hurts you. Here, a lot of times people throw words in especially in our country in relation to religion, customs. Now, we must understand that we might be hurting somebody emotionally. I then need to understand what possibly hurts you. I know my emotions. I'm managing my emotions. I know what hurts you, possibly your emotions, my team members' emotions, and then I manage the whole thing. That's emotional intelligence. How well I can manage that is emotional intelligence. That's my subject.
Yeah. It's such an interesting subject.
It is a very interesting subject.
So in fact, I love psychology so much. So in my free time, I just do all the courses on Coursera and stuff like that.
That's a very interesting place to learn.
Yeah, I love, in fact, in my third year of engineering, I was going through this really, I don't know, rough patch, or I don't know what it was, a lot of introspection and all this. So I was not as happy as I normally am, So I said I have to do something about it. So I went to Coursera, and so I was looking for an engineering course, but I found a course which said the science of well-being.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a course.
Yeah. I said this has never been taught to us.
Yeah.
In any of our schools or colleges and stuff like that. So I completed that course. And I followed whatever they taught religiously. And after 3 months, I realized that, it actually works.
It actually works.
It actually works.
Sure.
And I just want to share it with people because, and one of the things that they said was be nice to other people even if you don't want to be, because it will help you at the end of the day.
And that's what is emotional intelligence.
Right.
Exactly. See,
right.
Being nice to somebody.
Yeah.
And when we say nice, it's basically being civil.
Right.
Truly speaking, once upon a time, if you remember, even at home, you're taught manners.
Yeah.
What is manners? Being nice to others.
Exactly.
I don't really have to be obnoxious with everybody. Or with anybody for that matter.
Yeah.
Why do I have to be?
Exactly.
If I don't like you also, if I don't want to deal with you, in a very civil manner, I can disengage from you.
Yes.
I don't really have to disengage in a very uncivil. See, we sometimes feel that being uncivil is cool.
Right.
It's truly speaking not cool. You might be hurting somebody else,
Yeah.
Somebody else. And that's this whole concept of emotional intelligence is actually around that if you do this, you are actually being well yourself.
Right.
Because you're being civil, because you're being kind, because you're grateful. These are the three things which actually go into emotional wellness when we are talking about size of well-being.
Yeah.
You need to be civil with others.
Yeah.
You need to be kind to others.
Yeah.
If you are not, and you need to be grateful for what you have.
Yes. Yeah.
If gratitude is not there, then truly speaking, you will always stay discontent.
Yeah.
See, people mistake discontentment or ambition as discontentment. They're two very different things.
Right.
You can be contented where you are, work higher to achieve higher levels. Have an ambition. I need to go up from here.
Yeah.
That's okay. You work harder, you have a goal, you proceed there. But you cannot continue to remain, I'm here also discontent, here also discontent, here also discontent.
Yeah.
That is what emotional wellness is all about.
Right.
So those courses are very good.
They're amazing.
They're very good.
I think that everybody should do them.
It is spreading. We try to do it. I go to a few colleges and try to do that.
Yeah.
But it's not part of the syllabus.
Yeah.
It needs to be part of the syllabus. I hope it is one day.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully it will be.